Hello, Bitgetters! Welcome to another video at Bitget. We are really excited to share some amazing news with our community. And joining me today are two amazing guests who are going to provide some incredible insights just for you. So, of course, Bitget is thrilled to announce a new partnership with one of the leading crypto tax softwares in the market, CoinTracking. Of course, we're joining efforts to simplify the crypto tax experience of users worldwide while setting up a long-term partnership to offer even more benefits just for you, our beloved Bitgetters. Joining me today is Berken from CoinTracking, who is the head of marketing. And of course, my partner in crime, Jamie, also joining in, who's going to be sharing some incredible knowledge on Bitget itself. So, gentlemen, welcome to the show. Berken, we'd love to see you here, joining us from Germany.
Thank you for the invitation. Nice to be here.
Absolutely. And Jamie, you are joining in from Dubai, correct?
That is correct. It's a pleasure to be here. Berken, CH is always a pleasure, but Berken, we're talking about a fantastic subject matter here, and I can't wait to get into the teeth of it and really give people value that listen to today's kind of production.
Yes, definitely. Crypto tax is actually a huge deal, and I think a lot of people don't really think much about it. So we're going to provide some clarity for you today, and Berken is going to give the pleasure of doing that for us. So Berken, maybe to start us off, maybe you can share with us an introduction of CoinTracking. Like, how was it born? What is the main goal? And why is this partnership so important for us and for you guys?
Sure, thank you. So CoinTracking was born in 2012, so to say. In 2013, it went live, but the company itself was born that year. And we're proud to say that was the first portfolio tracker and tax reporter in the world. So that's really interesting to have it near your hometown, so to say, from my perspective now, because our founder back in the days, Dario Kachel, who is now still the CEO, just started basically just building the portfolio tracking part for his own purposes. So he had his investments back in the day, of course, as we all start when we walk into the crypto scene. And he just wanted to be able to track his portfolio, see the prices increasing in his portfolio as well in real time, of course. So therefore, he built this software for himself. And then he, as it usually is when you start in crypto scene, and back in that day, there were not not a lot of people to talk to, of course, in these days. And he had known a few people, and they asked him, "Can you just provide us some kind of a front end so that we can somehow also display our investments somehow in your software so that we can track ourselves as well, our investments as well?" And so he did. And that was more to, so to say, the birth of CoinTracking. And from there on, it just grew. As you all know, in crypto, when a company is 10 years or more old, so this year we celebrated our 10 years of CoinTracking. It's really a great accomplishment, because it's not so simple to even when the price is fluctuating as well, the companies are also fluctuating, because you can't really focus on, okay, how should my business be scaled? Because I know that in some years, maybe the Bitcoin price can be lower again, and therefore the enjoyment of crypto is also has a different level for the mainstream, where the mainstream disappears again. So that's how it grew by 10 years. From that point on, we have so many different tax reports for everybody. We have the tax reporting part as well, the portfolio tracking part, where you're able to connect all your exchanges, connect all your blockchains, all your wallets, so that you have the best overview possible. Plus, you can also extract your tax reporting with more or less one click, so that you have a tax report that you can file then for your country. And to come to your second question is, of course, that is the main part of CoinTracking as well for users. And in this case, of course, for Bitget, so that people have the possibility and have the safety as well to know that if I start trading, and I know that I have to somehow, if I live in these countries where, let's say, crypto is regulated, in other countries where it's not that regulated, you probably have some gray zones as well. But to be sure and to not do any mistakes, there is this possibility of where we have the partnership now, so that you can import your data from Bitget to CoinTracking as well, so that you can display everything you need. So you have your overview for your investments. Plus, you can also do the tax reporting, as mentioned before.
Amazing. Wow. Honestly, 10 years, a decade in crypto really makes you guys the OGs. I mean, not a lot of people, A, survive for a decade, but two, really thriving, right? So huge congratulations for being in this industry for a decade. Really, hats off. Just amazing. So my next one, I wanted to bring in Jamie. Maybe you can give us a brief intro of Bitget for those that are watching now, maybe unfamiliar, and we can then, of course, talk about more of the relationship moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, CH. I mean, Bitget is the leading derivatives trading platform, and we absolutely pride ourselves on being that of a social exchange. What do I mean by social? We are the #1 worldwide biggest copy trading platform. And behind us, we have been around this whole ecosystem since 2018. We've built an exchange committed to helping users trade smarter by providing a secure one-stop investment solution. Now, we have over 20 million users registered worldwide with $10 billion trading volume every single day. Something that I really love about Bitget is its values, and it really rings home with me. Its opinions and its morals to do the right thing really it gives me a good feeling. And why are they doing the right thing? Because they value its community and they want to hold itself to the highest ethical and legal standards because, frankly, its reputation is its most valuable asset. And they believe that honesty earns trust and it turns wins into wins. Now, its team is absolutely huge. It's over 1,300 employees based in over 60 countries worldwide with some of the leading professionals within the crypto industry. Some of our services are as followed. We've got copy trading, futures trading, spot trading, and also, if it doesn't get any better than that, we're partnered with some of the biggest names in the world, in my opinion, and one of those names is Lionel Messi. For crypto and for the whole environment that we are within, I believe that Bitget has the ability to become a top 3 exchange, and that is absolutely our ambition by sticking true to our values, giving people the very best products on the market the right way.
Yes, thank you so much, Jamie. Those are some great insights. Bitget definitely has grown quite substantially. Even from when I joined the company, we've actually grown exponentially. So really much, very much, should I say, very much excited to see what the future holds. Now, Berken, I wanted to ask, of course, Bitget has grown quite substantially, and you guys, CoinTracking, has been in the market for more than a decade. Could you maybe give some context, just as to how much you've actually grown?
Sure. Currently, and that's what we can really be proud of, is we are the world market leader in crypto taxing as well as portfolio tracking. We have 1.4 million customers worldwide, and that is really something that is, I think, we had a really good first mover advantage back in the day because there was no other solution, and therefore we grew organically, and we didn't have to do any ads or marketing really. So it grew by itself with our CEO Dario, who then, after I think it was 2017, started to really grow his team, because back then he was able to manage all of the things on his own because this was a really scalable solution. But then back then, when it broke around 1 million customers, he said, yeah, the team has to be bigger. Back then it was just 5 people, I think, and then it just grew from that point on. And today we're around 50 people in the company. And we have, as I mentioned before, 1.4 million customers worldwide. So there are no boundaries for CoinTracking, as well as we have 25,000 corporate users worldwide as well. We have 25 customizable crypto reports, as well as crypto charts or crypto history for 27,000 coins. A lot of things. If you go onto our website, you'll see. And I think the biggest part is that you're able to use CoinTracking really anonymously. So first of all, you don't have to mention your name somehow anywhere, and you can just log in without even an email or sign up without an email. So the email part is optional. So if you forget your password or anything else, then you're of course able to retrieve it with the email you've provided. If not, it's up to you, of course. And then you can pay with Bitcoin, and you're completely anonymous, and there is no data that can be stored or tracked back to you.
That's amazing. Yes, it definitely sounds like a service many of us need. Amazing. Now, of course, like I said, a lot of people maybe neglect this part of the process. Could you maybe share with us, give us an idea of just how hard is it to calculate crypto taxes? What are the main challenges?
So the main challenges actually are to gather all the data. So to have the possibility because when people start in crypto, they try different things, right? They try decentralized finance stuff, for instance, on blockchains and stuff, so on-chain data, as well as maybe different exchanges, because there are maybe some crypto investments they want to do, which are not provided by the exchange they normally use, in this case, for instance, Bitget or any else. So we have to be able to provide every via API or CSV possibility to import data into our platform so that they can really gather all the data and see all their investments they've made, therefore all the purchases they have for which price, and therefore see, okay, what are my gains, what are my losses, and therefore have maybe even tactical decisions about their investments, as well as their taxes they have to pay, because in some countries you can also do profit loss harvesting, right? So you could be able to gain some losses to extract them from your gains, so that you can then pay less taxes in your country, for instance. Plus, Then it goes even further where you say, okay, sometimes there are no regulations, right? People don't know how much to pay, what are the percentages to pay, or even like methods. In some countries, you have like the first in, first out method, or some other methods. And therefore, all these metrics have to be displayed somehow in CoinTracking, so that in every country you have the possibility to extract the data you need for filing your tax report in the end for the tax authorities.
I see. So then, of course, this has to differ from country to country, right?
Yeah.
Are there any big deadlines that maybe some of our audience should be aware of?
It depends on the country, of course, and if you're willing to pay taxes, so to say. But yes, so there are different deadlines, but it depends. Again, these are also very flexible. So in Germany, since we're a German company, we know that this market the best, so to say. For instance, since Corona, they delayed the tax deadlines, so therefore you've been able to file your taxes way later than you usually would. And in other countries, they did this as well, but this depends on those countries, and therefore we try to provide. We have a website, a subpage for certainly that fact as well, so that people are able to see the tax deadlines for their countries. And in the best case, even we provide CPAs from each country. So not every, like we support around 100 countries, but not every country has a CPA we have contacts to. So we're still developing, of course, developing new markets, developing new partnerships for those markets as well. So you're welcome to look at the list and look at CPAs where you say, okay, this CPA could help me in my country to file my taxes so that I don't have any problems later on.
Yes, for sure. So of course, we're still in the middle of a bear market, but of course, last year was a little bit more, should I say, much worse last year. I was wondering, actually, my next question is for Jamie. I'm sure a lot of people had some big losses. There were some implosions from various companies. And security is a major issue. And so a question we get a lot is, how does Bitget view security? Like how do we optimize it? Could you maybe share some insights there?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's a great question. And I think it's great to have awareness around the topic, CH. So for us, I think the standout thing that we provide is our protection fund. It's over $300 million and it is heavily backed. It's fully transparent and visible upon our website because actually we value security. It's absolutely our priority. We regularly monitor this fund to ensure that we're also providing the very best not only value, but we want to be visible to the right people at the right time to give you the confidence in our products. I think another factor towards this, CH, is the amount of time of which the potential. How long have we been here? Coming up, this is our 5th year anniversary. We've been here for a long amount of time within the crypto space, providing services, the best services, in my opinion, for a set amount of time. And I think like anything, when it comes to security, it comes down to the amount of time you've produced that high-level service, that high-level product, and backed it up. I think that $300 million protection fund clearly backs it up. And it's actually things that we're doing like this, like right here. We are physical people. We're not AI bots. We're talking about the crypto space, looking to educate people within the space. And that brings me back to our Blockchain for Youth initiative. Now, this is an initiative, CH, that I absolutely love. For the next 5 years, we are investing $10 million into educating young people into crypto, the blockchain, everything that we love about the whole space, to be totally honest. That is a solid commitment. And it does come back to security and privacy and making sure that we are providing people with all of the skills that they need to make informed decisions by being as transparent as possible. And we're willing to invest every step of the way.
Absolutely. Jamie is really by far one of the most enthusiastic crypto lovers that I know of. So always happy to have Jamie join and discuss these incredible insights. And of course, the reason why Bitget is now so successful, one of the major reasons is being the #1 player in the copy trading niche. And so, Jamie, maybe you can elaborate more on copy trading for us, please.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think coming #1, being the most used copy trading platform around the world, it isn't by chance. It's because we genuinely deliver a solid product of which people enjoy using. And I think we market it very well. I just want to start off by saying that. But we have over 100,000 elite traders and over 400,000 followers of people trading on our platform. The ability to get started in seconds and copy an elite trader and just get involved with it is incredible. The ability to boost your yields, following market-proven strategies from elite traders to earn profits is clearly a reason of why people do want to get involved in copy trading. And simply, we've made that process very easy for people to come and get involved in. And I think finally, the ability to access expert knowledge. We can't undervalue that, CH. People have got the ability to log into our application, go into our insights within the application, or frankly, just go on and watch the way that people trade. And yet again, resources like this where we communicate kind of transparently around everything that we're doing gives people that good feeling, and it drives people back to our copy trading platform because everything that we're doing is publicly visible, and we encourage people to then go and try it themselves.
Yes, definitely. Community is definitely our number one priority. And so we really try to make it easy for you to either, if you want to follow or if you want to be followed, we have a solution for anyone looking to make some money. And of course, speaking of making money comes taxes. And so Berken, maybe you can share with us, what is the best way to calculate crypto taxes? Like, what do we need to keep track of?
So thank you. First of all, I agree with both of you regarding community part, because that is also something really important for us and to be as transparent as possible as well. But regarding taxes, of course, first of all, you have to have the right data, right? And on our platform, you are able to we try to provide the best quality of data that is possible, because this is also a variable that is normally not seen by the user itself, because this also happens in the backend, of course, which our company tries to provide and works on a daily basis. So this means that being able to import the data either via API or CSV, as I mentioned before, is imported into CoinTracking. Then you have the possibility to see or to validate all the data that there is. And there is this unfortunately, sometimes there is this we call it on our platform like these missing transactions, right? So there are still missing leads from certain transactions which have to be adjusted. And therefore, that is the main part where people, when you start going, for instance, when you go into CoinTracking and you start importing and you see, okay, it somehow doesn't look 100% like it should look like, because I know how somehow my investments, then you will probably see as fast that there are these adjustments I have to make regarding these missing transactions mentioned before. So therefore, that is the main part where I say, okay, I have to somehow validate the data so that the whole chain of my transactions is validated and it makes sense. So there is no logical failure or error in there. And therefore, this is the main part. And then the tax calculation part is, so to say, easy, because it's of course it differs from futures to spot trading and like these kind of parts, but normally it's just, okay, how much did you gain, how much did you lose, and how much did you lose? And therefore the difference in most countries is the part we have to pay capital gains or income tax, for instance. But of course, we also provide much more data regarding for yourself, for your investments, as in form of reports, where you are able to see, okay, when did I buy, for which price, so where am I standing currently? And I think this depthness is nowhere to be compared at what we have currently on our page.
Very cool. Thank you for clarifying that. And so, from Bitget's perspective, if you're a user at Bitget, how easy is it for us to connect with CoinTracking? And are there any discounts for us Bitget users?
Yeah, sure. So thanks to you guys, thanks to the team of Bitget, of course, we have made it as easy as possible. So if you go to our website and you're able to see all the imports, right? There's this link where you can click. It says imports, and then you can choose from API and CSV. With Bitget, we have both possibilities, which is like the best case, and therefore you have possibility to do it to choose on your own. Normally, for instance, myself privately, I use, of course, the API version, because then it's automatically imported. And when you click onto that link, you will see the easiest instructions where you see which link to use on the Bitget website, where to click at, what to choose, so that there is really no relevant information needed or provided to CoinTracking, which is relevant to your personal data. So therefore, it is just the data that is related to your transactions, so that you can gather the transactions on CoinTracking and therefore see your investments, right? And this is provided by Bitget, and it's easy by step by step. It's an easy step-by-step guide to import the data via API or CSV, and I think you can't do any mistakes when you just follow this. I think 3 steps there is to import the data with Bitget. And thanks to you guys really for the nice cooperation we had.
Amazing. Thank you so
And
much. Yes.
yeah, and to add your last question regarding the benefits, of course, there's a benefit. So since we have that nice cooperation, we also have been able to provide you with a partnership link in this case, where all the users from Bitget receive a 10% discount on the subscription plans we have, and therefore they can just click the link, and they will be automatically added to their account. They don't have to do anything else, and they will just have to sign up, upgrade, or even test it, because you have a test version of 200 transactions. You can use everything else, and then you can upgrade if needed to a paid plan, and therefore they will receive a 10% discount, which is lifetime as well. So it means if the subscription is renewed, the 10% will added again, and even if you upgrade, the 10% will be discounted again. So it's a lifetime deal.
Amazing. Amazing. You heard it here first. Guys, take advantage of that. We have a 10% discount in the link. Amazing. Now, I was curious, Berken, are there any other products that you're offering on your platform?
Yes, good that you asked this, because that correlates with the, let's say, the harder part of being able to do your crypto taxes, which is like these missing transactions I mentioned. Because if you don't have that much, it will be easier for you to understand. You can go through our FAQs and understand how that really works, because in the beginning, it can be hard to understand what is happening here, right? Because these are transactions which are replicated on your website, on the CoinTracking software, and you can see, okay, how do I match those? What is the problem? Sometimes it's just because the timestamps are different, so you have to change the timestamps, and that is the whole solution for that problem, so to say. Sometimes it's just the Ethereum blockchain somehow split the gas fees, so it doesn't understand, okay, what happened there, for instance, or the transaction itself, not the gas fees, but the transaction. And there's a different input and a different output, these kind of things. And therefore, our service, the full service, is the service where you can just go to the CoinTracking full service team and say, hey guys, I just need help. I don't have the time currently to do that, or I'm in a hurry. So because my tax deadline is nearing and I forgot to do my taxes regarding that. So in this case, the full service can help you manage everything. So it depends, of course, on the amount of help you need, so to say. So the amount of transactions that are missing, and maybe some other parts where you need help. And there are different packages. You can click on the link where it says the full service on our page, and you will see the possibilities you have from, first of all, just having, let's say a consulting call in form of an onboarding call, or a premium support where people or our team helps you do it on your own, but they provide you with all the information you need for your individual situation. Or you just say, guys, please just take care of it. I don't want to do anything with that. I don't want to do anything wrong as well. So please help me. And therefore our team supports you then from A to Z, so that everything is finished and you just have a tax report and you can walk freely to the tax authorities and lead the tax file.
That sounds amazing, because that just sounds very much user-centric, making it very, very user-friendly. I really like that, because I think taxes are very complex, and a lot of people think of it as this beast that they don't want to touch. But it's imperative that you address it. So very cool that you guys are offering these one-stop shop, these different solutions, depending on your level of knowledge or how much you want to be involved. I really like that. Very, very cool. Thank you for sharing. And so speaking of products, Jamie, maybe you can share with us some other products that Bitget is also offering.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I mentioned a few of them earlier on in this recording, but I'm going to recap them. So obviously, clearly, we offer our copy trading platform, which gives you the ability to follow elite traders and increase your chance to win with one click. We've got our futures trading, which is USDT margined, USDC margined, and coin margin futures are also supported, enabling you to go long or short on over 130 coins with high liquidity and low fee. And we've also got our spot trading, which allows you to build your portfolio from over 500 promising listed tokens and actually join our launchpad, which is a great place for you to get involved in projects nice and early.
Amazing. I love it. So maybe you can share with us also, are there any new products or new features that Bitget is working on? Like, what are we cooking here?
Yeah, I mean, constantly, CH, we're looking to evolve and adapt as much value as we can for all of our community. And I think over the next couple of days, weeks, and months, these are things that are going to become much more apparent. So from right now, I think it's a solid commitment into our products that we're doing right now with a great emphasis and focus on being as transparent as possible with where we are at with our protection funds and community and our educational systems, but focusing on what we do well and making sure that when it comes to copy trading, we remain to be number one and encourage social trading.
Love it. Berken, what about you guys? What are you guys cooking? Anything you can share with us here?
Yeah, sure. So currently we're trying to develop more possibilities for our corporates as well, because currently the corporates that use us is still a limited to what also individuals can. There are still some benefits for corporates as well, but we want to elevate that, of course, and make it as easy as possible for our corporates as well to have an easy bookkeeping of their investments, as well as some people use crypto for payment methods as well. So these kind of things, that they have it even easier than they have it currently. Plus, from a marketing perspective, of course, since I'm more into trying to understand what our users need, want, we are as a team trying to gain more transparency. So that is really important, because Jamie mentioned that as well in the beginning, is that I think our users are the most important part, right? So we're trying to hear what they say and trying to be transparent. So what are the decisions CoinTracking is making, so that they understand why are we going into that direction. So these kind of things are the stuff that we're trying to do and trying to prove that, hey guys, we hear you. We try to implement those things you want from us. For instance, new blockchains or any other features. And therefore, that is like a main goal from our part as well, to be able to get that transparency to our users.
Very cool. Very, very cool. I really like that. You guys are looking to diversify, bringing to the community a lot more different solutions. I really enjoy hearing about that. All right, Jamie, you did bring up some partnerships earlier. I was hoping maybe you can elaborate on some of these partnerships. Of course, you mentioned Messi is a partner of ours, but are there anybody else that you can maybe share with us?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Lionel Messi, first and foremost, I am an Englishman, so I'm big on football. So to me, he's just outstanding. So I'm so proud that we've got him involved with us here at Bitget. Recently, we also announced a famous film star, Adam Devine. Hopefully I've pronounced that name correctly, because my thick English Northern accent often gets these things a little bit mixed up. But we're also constantly recruiting and working with the biggest names within the crypto industry. I mean, this weekend, for example, I'm meeting up with BitBoy Crypto. We're filming some content, who, yes, is one of the largest names right now. And frankly, just before I jumped on this little interview session we're doing here, I was doing a podcast as well with one of the leading names within the trading circuit. So we are constantly onboarding the very best, not only influential people, but the people that provide the most value to who potentially we believe need it, ultimately our end audience.
Yes, indeed. And I will also bring up next month is Token 2049 in Singapore. And it is also our 5th year anniversary. And we have a massive summit the day before the conference. And we also have some major names who are going to be speaking at our conference, including somebody like Guy from Coin Bureau and Justin Sun and many others. So if you're in Singapore, definitely come and check us out. I will be there. Jamie will be there. Berken, I'm not sure if you will be there, but we would love to see you as well. Or if there's any other chances that we'll meet in the future. Either way, we're going to be in Asia, in Singapore next month. So again, we're always happy to meet our community. Anybody who's involved, we just love hanging out. So be sure to check us out. And yeah, that about concludes our video today. Now, before we go, Berken, where can people find you? And are there any last words you want to share with the audience?
Sure. So thank you for the invitation as well. First of all, to you guys, it was really nice being here. And yeah, so we're trying to be everywhere, to be honest. We started the Discord half a year ago, and it goes it's starting to get even better and better from the day we started, and we're able to engage more with people. And I just want to say, if somebody sees this video and says, okay, I want to try a tax reporting tool like CoinTracking, please reach out to us. If you have questions, you can reach out to us on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Discord. Any way possible, just reach out to us, get in a conversation with us, and hopefully we'll win you over and give you the understanding of what CoinTracking's vision is and what CoinTracking is about to do in the next years as well. So thank you for the possibility for you guys as well, to speak here.
Awesome. Very much appreciate it. Jamie, any last words?
Yeah, I think we absolutely value this partnership with Berken over here, and he's a fantastic organization. And I think that we've got a constant emphasis towards delivering our users the very best products that are available out there on the market. And I urge everybody to go and do your own research, make sure that you make informed decisions. And by doing that, we want to provide you with the very best ways to do that. Hopefully you found this session very useful, and it's allowed you to ask the questions that you need in your minds to go, and then maybe you do a little bit more research into reporting your taxes and how you do it.
Thank you so much, Jamie. Always a pleasure to have you on. Thank you both for your incredible insights. You guys are very, very clear. I hope everybody had some good takeaways. I know I certainly have. You can check out all of our socials down below. Also, go check out CoinTracking. A lot of stuff going on all the time. So be sure to do that. That's it from us. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.